Hello beautifuls, welcome back to my Chanel. Oh yes, today my lovelies, it's time for a
Beauty Horror Stories!
Every month, towards the beginning of the month, I get your guys' horror stories that you have experienced through beauty in some way or another, whether that's disgrace at the hairdressers or a mishap at a makeup artist. And you guys always turn out the party. I'm forever shocked at what we hear in every one of these videos, my lovelies. If you want to send your story in, make sure to check out the email address in the description box below. It is luxeriahorrorstories@gmail.com. It helps if you have a picture or a video showing what on earth is happening, girls? All right, so let's hop over to my inbox. There is one I can immediately see here that I've even put a star next to it because I saw the title and thought, oh my god, how has this happened? Can't believe it, girls.
What is happening?
So this one is by Mark Rowan and it is titled Inadvertent Bagelhead. Do you remember that trend? Do you remember that trend of the Bagelheads? What a dark time in the internet that was. So Mark begins with, hi Luxeria, your Chanel has recently gotten through snapping all three bones in my ankle and undergoing several surgeries. My goodness, my lovely. I hope you are doing much better now, my love. I've had a lot of downtime and I love your videos. Anyway, I'm a hairdresser for 14 years. Oh, very exciting. I know exactly what I'm doing and I've never had a reaction like this. One of the first things I ask people when something unusual starts to happen is, have you started any new medication? Well, 3 months of fentanyl, OxyContin, codeine and Clexine caused havoc with my skin. It has never been dry before, but it was shedding like a snake. Girls. Anyway, I'm about to return to work and top up my colour and had a severe allergic reaction. The allergic reaction stories, sis, they never fail to shock. Have you ever seen the Bagelhead trend in Asia? Well, that was the swelling that happened. I couldn't help myself but recreate the look. Why not, sis? Here is my normal face versus my bagel face. I am fully gagged. How? How did this happen? Mark, I hope you are much better now, my lovely, but how? How does this happen? What? Such acute swelling in such an unusual pattern? Was this like a whole swollen thing and you could like push it in, which kind of makes me very uncomfortable, girls. Thank you so much for sending in your story, Mark. I hope that you're no longer a bagel head. This next one is by Rosie Weir, and I can absolutely see some images attached to this one. I've also starred this, and it is titled Henna Hand Disaster. Can't wait. Hello, Lux. I'm a big fan of your videos and was reminded of my tragic henna story, girl. In 2015, getting henna tattoos was very popular. I think it's been popular for a long time, though, as well, because I can remember when I was young, like, everyone would be like, I've just gone to the mall and got my henna tattoo. It's a scorpion, because I'm vicious. It was a lot. It was a lot. Of course, me and my best friend Chloe had to be part of it. So we set off to a beauty parlor that many of our friends had recommended to us and picked out a design. My friend went in first and she began to give me WTF looks. I came over and had a look at what the lady was doing. I think a 3-year-old could have done better. I questioned her on why it looked so awful, but she reassured us that she knew what she was doing. And after she had finished, it was my turn. I definitely did not want to get mine done after seeing Chloe's, but she said that because I had paid up front, I wasn't allowed my money back. Scandal. I also believed her when she said it would look good after it had dried, so I got mine done. Needless to say, we were both bullied after this experience due to how awful it looked. It stayed on our hands for 2 months, and we still cringe thinking about them to this day. I hope you enjoy laughing at my misfortune. From Rosie. Let's have a look. So picture 1 is like what they were advertising. Oh, that looks lovely, yes. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh gosh. Wobbly. Everything looks wobbly and filled in all incorrectly. I'm sure there are henna artists that literally watch my videos and will be in the comments. What do you think of this? This is a 0 out of 10, surely. Oh, it's just awful. It's just awful, girls. Oh my god. Well, thank you so much for sending that in, Rosie. I can't believe that. Cannot believe that. What? Like, how can you possibly do these things? These beauty parlors, some of these beauty parlors are literally living in the Wild West, sis. Like, they just do anything. No amounts of, like, training or qualifications or anything or experience. They're just like, yeah, I can do a tattoo, yeah. And then you get this. Like, unacceptable. Really unacceptable. Discrepant little beauty parlors. The next one is by Leanne Ostinger. I think that's how you say Oustinia. I'm going to say Oustoilier. And their title is a bit shocking, actually. A bit shocking, so I might have to do some bleeping and some blurring just to make sure I can actually show this. It's called Scarred for Life Due to Bleach. Let's go. Hi, Luxeria. I'm a new subscriber and I found you through Roly. And I love both of your energies. Thank you so much, my lovelies. I have a new video going out with Roly very soon. Oh, yes. When I stumbled on your beauty horror stories videos, I knew I had to add my own. This happened around 13 years ago when I was 18 and had just moved out in with my sister, who was studying to be a hairdresser at the time. I'd already bleached my hair multiple times before at this point, but I wanted to re-bleach my bangs. So I figured I'd let my sister do it, since she was in it for school, so she'd know what she was doing, or so my naive self thought. Shortly after she applied the bleach, it started burning my scalp. Like many other bleach incidents you've covered, I told my sister, and she said it was normal and just to suck it up. Like, yes, there's meant to be a slight tingling sensation when it comes to bleach because there is a chemical reaction happening upon your head. When it comes to like straight up burning, it needs to come off immediately. By the time I couldn't take the pain anymore and ran to the bathroom to rinse it out, it was already too late. I've forgotten, or maybe blacked it out, what it originally looked like, but it wasn't pretty. A patch of around 5 by 9 centimeters was just decimated. It was red and oozing. Are you talking about your skin here? And amazingly, I still had some hair there at that point. A lot did fall out initially. Oh my god. When it started healing, a huge thick scab formed around the hairs that were left. I think it may have gotten infected because I was an idiot and didn't go see a doctor because I was ashamed of this stupid mistake that could have been avoided. At some point, the huge scab sort of lifted from my scalp partially and there was just goop underneath. Oh my god, I think we have a winner for the most hideous horror story, sis. There's more. I could see strands of hair sticking out from the bottom side of the scab, and there was no hair left in the patch at that point. Lucky for you, I have no pictures of this because, geez, the worst part about this is the bleach/infection combo ate away most layers of my skin there, so I'm pretty sure all I have is a big dent covered in scar tissue. I'll never have hair there again, and I don't think I'll ever find a good solution for it. It's been a nightmare finding a hairstyle that hides it since it's super close to my hairline, but I made it work for me. I recently managed to style it in a way that I've always wanted it without the scar showing, so I think I win. Since then, I have never let bleach or my sister near my skin again, and this is what it looks like. Oh my god. That is a serious chemical burn, sis. Oh my goodness. All this for just like a bit of bleach on the bangs. What does she use on you? I am like fully gagged. I am so sorry that happened to you, my love. Did this affect your relationship with your sister at all? Because like, if that was my sister, I would have been like, I'm sorry, madam. I can't speak to you for 25 years. I would suggest having a little look on PubMed for hair restoration treatments that don't involve surgery. There is an injectable that some men in the fitness industry are using. I can't remember what it's called. It's called like DM5556 or something. Have a little look on PubMed for injectable hair restoration, and you might be able to find something that works for you on there. I don't know where you are in the world, my lovely. I am so sorry, but thank you so much for sharing that horror story, my love. This next one is called Black to Accidental Platinum. Now, I would love that. I would love to have my hair just wake up one day and be like, oh, look at that. I'm accidentally platinum blonde. Oh, no. Can you imagine? And it is by Dandelion. Hello, Luxeria, or as we would say, Ahoy Luxeria in Czech. I think I said that correct. Hello, my love. I recently watched your beauty horror story and decided to add my bit to make it a bit more spicy with an unusual black box dye removal. Interesting. Okay. As I learned in my searches and videos from hairdressers, it is not best to use bleach on box hair dye. Ding, 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 ding. You get a gold star. Absolutely. You cannot remove black hair dye with tint, and you can't really just put bleach straight on top of it because you need to remove the oxidative process that's already happened. You need to shrink those pigment molecules down and wash them out. That is what a color remover should do. Although there are several different types of color remover. You want the one that stinks like rotten eggs. So I looked for a permanent hair dye stripper. To start here, we don't have Sally Beauty or any kind of specific shops with hair dyes or stuff for non-hairdressers. Oh wow, okay. So you have to have a hairdresser's degree to even enter the specialized shops. To be honest, that would probably prevent a lot of problems, but also like, I'm a great fan of getting hold of your stuff to do your hair, sis. We can't get color oops or any hair dye strippers made for non-hairdressers or made for semis or fashion colors, so I looked online to find some. Let me just put a pin in there and say that Affinage is the best color remover I have ever used. Ever. It comes in a little like triangular shaped box and it is amazing. It's really gentle on the hair and I've used it to go from black to blonde many times. Well, 3 times in my life, and it's never failed me, girls. I came across a professional use only permanent hair dye stripper. I looked at the reviews from people who used it at home, and they said it was good, but they said it needed the developer to work. The developer? Oh, I think I know what's happening here. So me being the stupid bitch I am, I ordered it with a developer 30 volume. Oh no. Well, looks like we're gonna bleach it after all, sis. It was 10 packets of the product and 1 huge bottle of developer because I thought I would use it again in the future. 1 packet was enough for a quarter of my head, so I had to do 4 sections separately. Fast forward to me using it. I followed the directions to the point, applied it to the top section first. I wasn't expecting anything fabulous, but brown/orange hair afterwards. I left it on for about 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes, I washed it off and was taken by a big surprise. My hair wasn't brown or orange, but platinum blonde, level 9 to 10. 15 minutes. I would love my hair to be able to do that. And unsurprisingly fried with some spots. Oh dear, well maybe not. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. No fried hair, please. No. Only then I realized that this was even stronger than bleach. And when I looked again at the instructions, I found out it could also be used with just water. So I did that for the rest of my hair. Girl, if I said my hair was fried, that would be an understatement. There's just something awful about frying your hair. You just feel so awful afterwards. You have that moment of like, ah, in the mirror. My neighbors are going to be very surprised. And then for the next week, you just feel miserable. Miserable. I'm sure some of you can really sympathize with that. I know that I can. I couldn't even imagine how my hair stayed on my head, but I had some breakage. But hair is still attached to my head. My hair was spotty, green in some places, and dry AF. It looked and felt like old doll's plastic hair, which hadn't been brushed in years. When I brushed it, it made crunchy sounds, and to cover it, I dyed it purple with a now cancelled unnamed brand in the shade Purple Rain. I think I know which brand that is, yes. But it still wasn't enough to bring those dead, fried ends to life, so in 2 weeks afterwards, I had to cut it off myself. In the end, I hated my new bob haircut. I am so sorry, my lovely. This is a story from start to finish. Now my hair is pretty fine, but I'm still growing out the bob, and I cannot wait to have my shoulder-length hair back. I've inserted some photos. Love you. Thank you so much, my lovely. Well, let's have a look, Dandelion. Let's have a look. So is this what you started with? Okay. Okay, yes, so sort of like a deep dark brown. Oh, okay. I love the purple, though. That purple is strikingly beautiful. Oh, but you had to cut it to chin length. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, my love. Oh, dear, my love. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Thank you so much for sending in your story, Dandelion, my lovely. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. But yes, you need to be careful when you're buying colour removers, because sometimes colour removers can just be straight up bleach, and they're called colour remover, even though they are just straight up bleach. I know that the Schwarzkopf colour remover is bleach. I think Blondor also do one that's actually a bleach as well. As I say, my best one is Affinage colour remover. That actually is a colour remover, and it's really gentle, and you can use it multiple times, and it will still leave your hair feeling luxurious, girls. Thank you for sending in your story, Dandelion. I hope that the hair recovery goes well. Well, my lovelies, thank you so much for joining me here today. As I say, if you have a beauty horror story that you would love for me to cover in this series, Beauty Horror Stories, make sure you send it to the email address in the description box below. And as I said earlier, it helps if you have a picture or a little video or something like that to go along. I'll say it again, I cannot believe the amount of beauty horror stories there are in the world. So much stuff is happening constantly. It's a bit much, isn't it? That makes no sense. So much stuff is happening. I just need to go to bed. It's too busy. It's just too much stuff. Today's Twitch shout out goes to Athora the Raider. Thank you so much for following me over on Twitch, you stunning woman on the game. And if you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next video's Twitch shout out, make sure you go and follow me over on Twitch. It is Luxeria Plays, and I stream 3 nights a week, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Yes. I want to say a massive thank you to my Patreons. You can see yourselves on the screen right here, girls and guys and non-binary pals. And once again, I want to say a massive thank you and a huge shout out to my top tier Patreons and channel members, Erwin Fox, Stephanie Niatupski, Morriganey Wolf, Erin Conkle, Magusta Lagoose, Steph Utek, Caitlin Wright, Megan Holly, Dana Broderick, Moldy Apple, Orkos Samoji, Lynx Howell, and Jared Pavlovsky. Thank you so much for your support on this Chanel, my gorgeous people. You are allowing me to thrive and survive, and my goodness, that list is getting so long now. You are absolutely stunning. And you know what, with that, my lovelies, I'm going to leave you with, always make sure that you check out who you're getting your beauty things done by first. I mean, like, even the pros make mistakes. Oh my God. Do you know, I've actually got a hair horror story that I want to share with you next time. Stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next video, you gorgeous people. Yes.